advantage of the opportunity that you've been given. I'm going to say that I'm willing to bet that very few people, if anyone, in this group has ever been exposed to a company like this that's going to launch at this stage, before there's anything online, before it even has a name, before they are releasing all of the information. It's that early, and it's very, very seldom, if ever, that this happens. It's happened to me once or twice before in my career, and it happened again this time because I just happen to know the right person. And just like you happen to know the right person. Now, can you imagine if Tricia didn't come to me with this and say, hey, Brett, something's happening behind the scenes, and I'd like to share with you to see if you like it as much as I do, you know? Or can you imagine if I didn't do that with you, if I hadn't been willing to put out the message that there's a new company launching and I can't give you all the information yet, but I can show you where to go to get it. I can put you into a room where that information will be dripped for you to get it, you know, and you might like it and you might not. But if you do, you can be one of the first people in the world to be in this company, to get in this company. And so I knew what to do. I knew what steps to take to pre-build my team in anticipation of this happening whenever it is. There's no launch date yet. Doesn't matter. We don't have all the information yet. It doesn't matter. Okay? I have enough. I have enough to share it with people, just like you have enough. Now, if somebody were to say, here's the link, go join, well, you may not have enough. Personally, I would, but you might not. But the thing is that that's not what we're doing here. You are simply, or I should say, I am simply sharing with you something that's coming, and you are looking at it to determine if it's something that you want to move forward with. Because of this timing and because of this opportunity and this advantage that you've been given, there are some things that you can do that can super maximize your efforts so that when we do launch, you have the biggest, baddest team you've ever built in anything. And all you have to do is mimic what I'm doing. And we'll teach you how to do your own launch, how to launch a company. Is to do the same thing that I'm doing. So you should create a Facebook group and then go to people one-on-one or on your timeline or whatever, and just put the curiosity post out there that, and you've seen what I'm doing, that just says, hey, something big's coming, or there's a new company launching, a new MLM is launching, and I don't have all the information yet, and if I did, I can't announce it on a public forum or on a public platform yet, but what I can do is I can put you into my group so that I can give you the information privately, a little bit at first, and then as I'm allowed to give more and more, I can give more and more, and then you will have more and more, and then you can do the same thing I'm doing. This is what you're telling your people. And so I'm encouraging everybody to, if you want to pre-build a team, because you will never have leverage like this again, ever. This is the best leverage you can ever possibly have, is knowing something like this is coming before other people do. Okay, so what is the advantage of being the first in something like this? Well, I'm not going to say, I mean, you hear all kinds of hype from other companies promising people positioning and spillover, and if you get in now, all these people are going to go under you and all this silly, crazy stuff. Very, very, very seldom happens, and when it does happen, I'm going to tell you what happens when it does happen. Or when you promote that way, is that you are inviting lazy people. And I'm not saying that they're lazy people in the way that they live their lives or whatever. I'm talking about as far as the business opportunity. It invites lazy people. It invites people that think that they don't have to do anything, that because they got one of the first ones in early, they're going to get lucky and they're going to magically get this great big huge downline and make all this money, and they're shooting themselves in the foot because instead of taking a little bit of action and actually seeing that really does happen, that they end up with this great big team, they do nothing because they think that they got in early, so all these things are going to happen because they were kind of told that. Okay. That's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about here is the biggest advantage for you getting in something like this early, like this, is because you know about it before all of your networking friends do. So you're going to be inviting them instead of them coming to you, inviting you. I mean, how many of you are tired of not hearing about or not knowing about these big launches until after everybody else does? And you see all these people start talking about it, and you feel like, oh gosh, now all of a sudden, and maybe for the first time in your life, because this very, very seldom happens, you are the one that knows first. You are the one that is going to be able to tell your people first. You become the team leader. You become the one that puts all these people in your group, and then you teach them to do the same thing. You teach your people to create themselves a group and to pre-build. Okay, so you're pre-building your teams so that you have excited people, and then on the day of the launch, when they get your link and you join, because you're going to be able to do the exact same thing. You're going to be able to post your link in your group, because all along you've done what I'm doing, which is telling people that when I post my link, it's for the people that I invited in my group. But the reason for this video is to try to explain and to teach people that you have an opportunity now that's never, ever, 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 ever going to happen again. Okay? This will never happen again. This day, this time, this long before this company launches. So when are you going to start? You're going to start today. You're going to go start a group, and then you're going to start inviting your friends just by simply saying, look, I'm going to show you something. You might like it or you might not. But if you do, you have an opportunity of being one of the first people in the world into this company, and it is going to be a big launch. And you can take my content if you want. You're on my team. You can take my content and put it over in your group. And then add some of your own so that you're establishing because I do the same thing with the person that invited me, with Tricia. I share her content, but I always make sure that I add my own, because you want to establish yourself as your team leader. Okay, thanks for watching. It got a little bit long, but maybe I can edit it down a little bit. Okay, thank you. We'll see you on the next